ऑपरेशन सिंदूर समय भारतर प्रस्तुति केमिति थिला से विषय सूचना देइछंती डायरेक्टर जनरल ऑफ आर्मी एयर डिफेन्स लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल समीर डिभान डी कुन्हा। संवाद सरबराह संस्था एएनआई को से कहिसंती पाकिस्तान को कड़ा जवाब देबाकू भारतर सेना भी समांतराल ड्रोन अभ्यास करिथिला। राडार सिस्टम को टार्गेट करी पाकिस्तान प्रथमे सस्ता ड्रोन पठाइथिला। अब यार जवाब देबाकू 26 रु 28 मध्य भारत समांतराल अभ्यास करिथिला। से कहिसंती इतिहास रे प्रथम थर लागि स्वर्ण मंदिर रे आलोक को बंद करा जाइथिला। शत्रुर ड्रोन को ट्रैक करिबा तथा याकू नष्ट करिबा लागि एभली करा जाइथिला। सेभली ऑपरेशन सिंदूर समय स्वर्ण मंदिर परिचालना कमिटी गुरुद्वार भितर एयर डिफेन्स सिस्टम मुतयन करने अनुमति भी देथिले। पाकिस्तान को चकमा देबाकू भारतीय सेना अति चतुरतार सहित काम करिथिला।
He had no legitimate targets. So in order for him to, he was more interested in creating confusion, chaos internally, and hence we visualized that he would target our civil population and our religious places of fame. And hence it is very nice, while only Karthik Shashadri has only covered one part of the story, it was very nice that the head Granthi of the Golden Temple allowed us to deploy our guns. And it is possibly for the first time in maybe many, many years where they switched off the Golden Temple lights for the first time so that we could see the drone coming. I think that's what, the Golden Temple hierarchy realized there was possibly a threat when it was explained to them. They allowed us to deploy guns to secure to protect a national monument of international fame, which is visited by so many hundreds and thousands of people every day. And hence these guns were deployed and the Golden Temple lights were switched off so that we could clearly visualize the drones as they were coming in. And that gave us a greater clarity in the sky, because as and when you saw the light, you knew what to engage. It's amazing to know that, in all our border towns, not to take it away from the rest of India, but in our border towns, retired ex-servicemen from Punjab, Haryana, parts of Jammu, they were prepared to come out of retirement and they were saying, what can we do to help? I think that's huge. I mean, if you got the local population on your side, wanting to fight side by side with you with whatever capability they had, and some of them were well retired. And we had 80 gunners coming in like this, that what can we do to help you? I think it only tells you that whether it's Punjab or it's Haryana or Jammu and Kashmir or any other parts of India, this actually rallied a lot of patriotism, especially among our ex-servicemen fraternity from the border states.
Right.
I think it speaks volumes about our national character. The Nagorno-Karabakh Azerbaijan clash, Russian-Ukraine clash, and even to some extent the Israeli current conflict going on, taught us about the huge capability that drones have. And, we realized that Pakistan, by virtue of its back-end support from Turkey and maybe a northern adversary as well, had a plethora of drones. And we also knew that, in order to take on an effective air defense integrated system that we have, like the Army and the Air Force are integrated in this case, he would have to saturate us. So if you see his concept of employment, he would first send in low altitude, cheaper drones in large numbers to saturate your radars. And they would also force you to open up your radars. So I think it's very important that the army looked at, not emitting so that we didn't give out our positions. Because the moment you gave out your emitter position, his next line of drones would come to hit the radar.
So what do you do then? You
switch it on at the appropriate time.
Okay.
So you switch it on when you realize that the target is within your gun range. You switch on the radar intermittently, slew your guns and engage the target. But if you continuously emit, that's what the drone is wanting you to do. Saturate your screen and then bring in someone from the rear, an armed drone, and then hit your radar as a kamikaze drone. So I think that the training that we did, actually we anticipated this, and you won't believe that about maybe on the 26th, 27th and 28th, we did a simulation exercise at the behest of our army chief in the border areas. We gradually built up our air defense right along our western borders. I think so. That's how we actually, got the troops familiar with terrain, because we initially deployed not on a VAVP centric mission that
Which
we
is
normally
what
do.
is that? What does that mean?
So what happens is that normally all air defense resources, because ours is a big border, we have about 3,500 border with Pakistan. So you can't have air defense right through. So you have vulnerable points, vulnerable areas which are pre-identified, which are allocated air defense resources. Like if you have an ammunition dump, or you have an airfield, or you have a logistic base, or you have even some population centers, or you have a temple like the Golden Temple. So you predetermine where you want to put these. Now some of these could be at the border, some of these could be 50 kilometers, some of them could be in the rear areas of the tactical battle area. So what we did initially is we pushed up as much guns as far forward as possible, because we realized that the efficacy of the guns is the most important against